Hi, friends. Welcome back. Thank you so much for stopping in. You're going to spend some time with me in the kitchen today, and I really appreciate the company. If you're here for the first time, welcome. Thank you so much for being here. Please remember to subscribe before you go. Yeah, so before we left for Jamaica, I mentioned that I thought that we were going to have a bumper tomato crop. And sure enough, when we came back from Jamaica, there was so much tomatoes that we had to pick, and I'm thankful that my niece was actually spending some time with us. She came back with us from Jamaica, and she went out in the garden with me and helped me to pick all these tomatoes. And we picked all the ripe tomatoes, the turned tomatoes, the tomatoes that were full enough to ripen inside. And yeah, we had to do that because there was a frost warning. And I was not about to let my hard labor go to waste, perish, right? And so, yeah, we went through and we picked the tomatoes, and it's been a few days now since they've been inside. And because some of them were kind of overripe, they're starting to go bad. So, in spite of the hustle and the bustle and everything that needs to get done, this is one thing I decided that I was gonna get done on this day. So now I am pulling in all the tomatoes. Well, not all of them, because some of them I actually took out and put on a surface in the back there. But whatever I have in baskets, I'm taking them in because wow, I don't know what happened there. My basket handle broke. Those are some summer squash that I also reaped. The summer squash could have done way better, but at least I got a few. The winter squash, they were in the ground for months and they did not really take off. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Yeah, but whatever happened to my basket there, I'll have to figure out a way to fix it. But yeah, now we are gonna take some time and we are gonna go through these tomatoes. And I'm gonna start with the cherry tomatoes. So I'm just grabbing myself a couple bowls so I can have one for the good stuff and one for the bad stuff. Can't work so hard and then reap them and let them sit around and go bad. That's no good. That is no good. You know what? I'm gonna need something to put them, the spoiled ones in. Yeah. I'll just use this. Hopefully I won't get, nah, it's a bit big. Yep. There are some that have started going bad, but I think there are still like tons of good ones. Like this one starting to go bad. And you know what they say about one bad apple? It spoils the whole bunch. So I really have to get at these. This is by far the most tomatoes I've ever reaped from any garden. Now what I'm gonna do when I'm done picking through these tomatoes is I'm gonna take the remains, the spoiled ones and the stems, and I'm gonna dump them in an area where they might just grow next year, so I could get tomato plants from there. Yeah, the bad ones are starting to let the other ones go bad. So, yeah. I see a bunch in this area that's pretty bad. Ay, ay, ay. This one's bad. We had to pick them all recently because there was a frost warning in our area. I think when I'm done, I'm gonna dump them all in a colander and rinse them off. The good thing about picking tomatoes from my garden is I know I didn't spray them with anything toxic. And so all I need to do is give them a good rinse. Oh, Javon? I think I'm gonna call for help. My son doesn't want to be on camera, but he doesn't have to be on camera. He can just go sit somewhere else, maybe at the dining table, and do that. Okay, I need help. I need help.
Okay.
Get that basket. I don't have enough time to process them right now because there are other things I want to do. So I need you to. I'm gonna wash them.
You want the red ones?
Oh, do all the red ones first, please. Thanks, because they are going bad quickly. They are. Some of them they go bad and then they affect the other ones them. So what all I'm doing now is taking out the stems and I'm gonna wash them and put them in the freezer for now.
Okay.
We can process all of them then too right now. Then.
Oh, them are ripe up too.
Yeah, some of them are ripe and some of them are spoiling because it almost looked to me like there was some light frost before we came back here. Okay, so my son just finished help me picking through the cherry tomatoes and I am going to be washing them. So yeah, let's get at it. And by the way, guys, story time. I should let you guys know that what had actually happened here why we weren't getting water is not that the well ran dry, is my husband found out that both the pump and the pressure tank needed to be changed. And so he had to put in a new pump and a new pressure tank. And yeah, maybe the water went a little low in the well. I'm not 100% sure. But our problem was the pressure tank and the pump. And so when we got home from Jamaica, the morning we got in maybe about 5 o'clock because we had a late night flight. And then when we got to Toronto, we hopped in the car, we packed the car up, the SUV, and my hubby drove all the way to 177 Bowen Road. That took us over 4 hours. So by the time we got home, we were already starting to see daylight. Yeah, but while we were actually in Jamaica, he ordered the pump. He had already changed the pressure tank before we left, and he ordered the pump while we were in Jamaica. And so after the flight, and driving for hours to get home, he got down in the cellar and he changed the pump. And yeah, in order to get everything done, he had to go to the hardware store in the early morning, maybe about 7 o'clock or 8 o'clock, and got some more parts, which helped him to finish up what he was doing. And then we got back water in the house, water to use in my kitchen, water in the shower, water in the laundry room. And so I was pretty thankful, even to this day. I stand at the sink sometimes, and when I think about what we went through preparing to go to Jamaica and then going down there and laying my mom to rest and then coming back up and just everything, I'm stand at the sink and I am thankful that he's able to help us and that he's able to do things so that we don't have to wait around for tradesmen to come in and tell us what's wrong or to come in and fix what's wrong. Yeah, so that's just a little story time for you guys. Um, just gonna go ahead and wash these tomatoes and get them all ready for storage. So stick with me, guys. Thank you so much again for being here. You guys wouldn't know how much it means to me to have you subscribe to the channel, to wash it. Wash it. I'm washing the tomatoes. I must be thinking about washing. But yeah, to watch the videos and to comment. I look forward to your comments because it gives me that engagement. And I just appreciate it, right? I appreciate it. So yeah, thanks for spending the time with me in the kitchen today. Okay, so now we are gonna get these tomatoes in bags, right? Because we are not able to process them all today. So let's see how many of these little bags, plastic bags, we can actually get from all the cherry tomatoes. And I am going to be bagging some of the bigger ones. Not quite sure if it made it on the video, but for sure you will see them when I am going to actually process them, right? So let's get bagging, guys. Are we done with the red tomatoes now? Almost. Okay, that's good. Thanks. Okay, so if you have any yellow ones there, or any, if they've even just started turning yellow, you can put them in this. it's been a while since my hubby made the porridge and I was supposed to drink it and I didn't drink it and now it's cold.
Okay.
So I'm just trying to get something to eat while I'm getting finished with these tomatoes because, yeah, it was a bit late or getting a bit late in the day and I hadn't eaten
Thank
breakfast
you,
yet.
thank
So
you, thank you.
pardon my manners while I eat and work. Thank you so much again for being here, guys. Please hit that subscription button,
Put it
hit the
in
like
there for
button,
me,
the share
in front
button,
of the
and
green
leave
cabinet
your
on the other
thoughts.
side. This one.
I love to hear what you think about what I do and also what you would do and the things you do in terms of gardening or preserving all the stuff from your garden. Yeah, I love to hear it. So share it with me. Thank you so much again. I appreciate you.
Yeah, this looks like it was frozen before. So, for the cherry tomatoes, let's see how many of these bags I got. And I was planning to put them in the freezer in the cellar, but I don't think I want to traffic back and forth from the cellar. So I want to see if I can make space in the freezer in the laundry room. I don't know if it's possible. We'll see what happens. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 bags of these cherry tomatoes. 15. These yellow pear tomatoes, they're pretty hardy, so I'm not going to deal with them today. I'm just going to put them in here and put them aside for another day. Okay, so here is where some of the tomatoes have come to ripen. Just going through them to see if there's anything spoiling. And at the same time, I'm thinking about what I really want to do because I don't want them to hang around. It seems to me that some of them were exposed, or they were all exposed to cold temperatures, even if it wasn't frost. It was exposed, or they were exposed to cold temperatures before we came back from Jamaica. So I want to get them all processed, or at least if not the final processing, I get them all, check this one out, I get them all taken care of, even the green ones, and frozen. So yeah. So I'm sitting here talking to myself and looking at these tomatoes because I think what I want to do is let them ripen some more, at least most of them that haven't started going bad, and then I will do something with them from fresh instead of freezing them all, because I'm thinking if I freeze them all, I'm gonna have to look at the sour fries. I'm gonna have to just do some type of ketchup or barbecue sauce or some type of a sauce after I thaw them. So yeah. I'm gonna make some chutney and some marmalade. Oh. Okay. I wish above all things that I could just go ahead and process my tomatoes with the peel on it. Drop it in the comments and let me know if you. Moa. Thank you guys so much for spending some time in the garden and the kitchen with me today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the content, please hit that subscription button. Also, like the video, share the video, and leave me a comment. I appreciate you. I will see you again soon.